because financial fraud can impact us emotionally. It can cause emotional breakdown, emotional distance. It can lead to broken trust. It can lead to anxiety, insecurity. It can also cause lack of intimacy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Forge and Flourish. Together we forge, together we flourish. We have been talking about financial fraud, what are the reasons for financial fraud, what are the things that we can say they are financial fraud. And I think we've done justice to all those points. You agree with me that financial fraud actually have impact in our relationship. Just as we know that money is a very important aspect of our relationship. It can either make the family or mar the family. Because financial fraud can impact us emotionally. It can cause emotional breakdown, emotional distance. It can lead to broken trust. It can lead to anxiety, insecurity. It can also cause lack of intimacy. Because if we cannot communicate about one of the important things in our home, what other things? So today we are now going to be talking about what can we do to stop financial fraud. Now, wealth increase is very important in every home, and I think it should be a joint tax. So how can we stop financial fraud is what we're going to be talking about today. The very, very first thing we need to do in rebuilding trust, honesty in relationship in terms of finances is open communication. When we are open to one another in relationship, in our marriage, financial fraud is going to be a thing of the past. We should talk about our feelings, we should talk about our fears, we should talk about money habits without any hindrance in our home. Open communication is going to help us to be able to stop anything called financial infidelity, because once you're able to communicate without fear, without any negative feelings, it's going to help us a lot. Another thing we can do to recover trust in the family as concerning financial fraud is full disclosure. Let's talk about our account. Let's talk about our spending habits. If there is any negative habits that any of the spouses have, they should talk about it so that they can strengthen themselves. Everybody have a weakness. So if you have a particular addiction in terms of finance, let your partner know about it so that they can help you. So full disclosure, I think it's important to talk about everything concerning our finance in the family. This will help us to be able to recover our trust, to be able to build honesty and intimacy in the family. Now, joint financial goal. Now, I'm not saying everybody have to have a joint account. In fact, I didn't even mention joint account. I said joint financial goal. Every family is supposed to have a goal when it comes to their finances. Just as we come together as family to decide which child goes to which school, what we want to eat for dinner, what we want to eat for breakfast, okay, which environment do we want to live, let's also have a financial goal set for the family, and let every member of the family, especially those that have source of income, have input in that particular goal. Let's work together on budget, spending values, and so many other things. But let everything come together to favor the family in terms of the financial goal that have been set for the family. This will help us in a very, very long way. Another thing we can also do to build trust after financial fraud is accountability. I think it's important for every partner to have accountability partner. If you don't trust your partner to be, that's your spouse, your husband or your wife, to be your accountability partner, you can get someone else that you trust or both party trust to be your accountability partner. When you want to buy something on impulse, the person can tell you and reframe, you're saving for this, your family needs this, you're supposed to have these at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter. Accountability partner will go a long way in helping us to achieve our family goals in terms of finances. Forgiveness and patience is also very important. Everyone have made mistakes. Some people have done some bad deals in terms of business investment. Some people have wasted money on gambling, shopping, loans, and so many other things. Let's try and forgive and uh, move away from those things. Once we are able to forgive our partner and then we are patient with their growing out of those bad habits, it will also help us to build financial stability in the family. Lastly, I think it's important for family to stay together. One of the things the Bible tells us that is that a house divided against itself will not what? Prosper. When people set themselves up in terms of finance in the family, like the wife, the husband asks you how much is the school fees, you add 2 zeros to it, you're going to the market and then you add some certain amount of money to it, you're hiding some certain amount of money from your wife, you don't want the wife to know, forging signatures and so many other bad habits that will commit as financial fraud in the home. Those things need to be what? Stop. Let's stay together as a family. Now, I want to challenge us. You will notice that many families that stay together, that build wealth together, one of the things they do together is that they make their finances open to one another. In Nigeria, if we are to name families that build industries, that build companies together, how do you think they start? Is it by hiding money from themselves? Is it by committing financial fraud? If you have to build things together as family businesses, family companies, and so many other things, I think it's high time we need to be open with one another. I think this will help us in a very, very long way. I believe this series has really helped us in the family to forge our family for a prosperous home. God bless you. Don't forget, like, subscribe. See you next video. Thank you.